Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We have, as they say, got a packed program today covering pretty well all aspects of law firm management and the way in which the market might develop. In some cases, almost certainly will develop.
What we've got is a recovery now that's fairly well established, but actually one that also carries various legacies from the credit crisis.
People always focus on the technology, they forget about the people in the process. For legal firms, your likely entry point is people.
What are our four main threats? The first ones are the cyber criminals. The people like those who ended up calling the firm and saying, please transfer your money. They're just after the money.
In the last 10 years, it's absolutely standard to have technology around in everything you do. It's a big part of the way you work. We often don't even have paper copies of things anymore. So if you can't manage technology, I don't know how you would really lead these days.
So if you look at the agendas that we've taken forward in the last couple of years at the SRA, there are issues such as proportionate regulation, too much bureaucracy.
Oh, it's really good buzz here at Law Expo. It's actually really good to be here. It's good to be able to engage with people who are out there doing it day to day. And again, it just reinforces it from my perspective. Most people are out there trying to do a good job under sometimes quite increasingly difficult circumstances. So it's great to be here.
And I really want to say to you today that you have to start today. You have to start today.
And we can stick our heads in the sand and pretend it's not going to happen. But the reality of the situation is that there are an awful lot of users out there. 2 billion social media users. And if Facebook were a country, it would be a very, very big one.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me amazing pleasure to welcome to the stage the keynote speaker of the London Law Expo, Miss RandiZuckerburg.
It seems silly, but it was so hugely important, is we had a huge focus on our company culture. A lot of companies spend time thinking outwards, attracting customers. What are you doing? And they don't spend enough time focusing inwards, because if you build a strong company culture and can attract the very best people in the world, that radiates out to your customers. It radiates out to the world. So this was very important to my brother from day one. He wanted, no matter how big Facebook grew, he said, I want people to come in and feel like this is a company for hackers. Now I know for you guys, that's a terrible word. In Silicon Valley, calling someone a hacker is the highest praise that you can call someone. It's like someone who's entrepreneurial and creative and big ideas. So I don't mean hackers the way that you think.
Well, if you've never been to a Net Law Media event before, you certainly should be coming along, because it's cutting edge. Whether it's the Law Tech or Legal Technology Forum or even today Law Expo, they're right at the forefront of what you should be looking for in an event in terms of its forward thinking, looking at tomorrow. So it's well worth coming along to.
Instead of just looking at the fear all the time, look at all of the opportunities. To be an expert, to be a leader in your field, to generate business at such a low cost, to be out there in word of mouth and reviews and in front of people without hiring private fancy PR and marketing firms. There's so much upside and value to technology, and I think even the most risk-averse lawyer can calculate that the upside beats out the downside.